Hello gamers, welcome to Video Game Bits. My name is Brett and I am a huge video game enthusiast. I love to collect games, play games, and talk about games. So if you've never been to my channel here before, welcome. Now, I usually do videos at home, talk about games I love and different aspects of gaming. But today we're out on another camping adventure and we're gonna play some video games. The last time I came out, I went to this exact property, but I was at a different campsite. I was at the Wisteria Treehouse. Now, they had a Nintendo 64 up in there, and we had a good time that night. Today, we're at a micro cabin, and I brought my Switch, and we're gonna play some Mortal Kombat Legacy Kollection. So I hope you enjoy. And if you like this type of content, please like, please subscribe. Having said that, let's get started. Now, guys, I decided to go ahead and pick up the Mortal Kombat Legacy Kollection for my Nintendo Switch. I'm actually double dipping a little bit. I have it from a PlayStation 5. But you know, with the new movie that just came out, Mortal Kombat 2, the reboot, it got me interested in playing this game again. So, Mortal Kombat is one of my top 7 games of all time. I've been playing it since the first one in the arcades. And I love the first movie, not so much the second movie, and I'm talking original movies. That's the one where the first guy who played Shang Tsung did such an amazing job. There's this great scene where he's like, "Your soul is mine." You know? Rest in peace to that guy. He just died recently, but I saw him in another show called Man in the High Castle. That's a very interesting one as well. Let's get back to Mortal Kombat. I have been a fan of it since the beginning. I really got more into it with Mortal Kombat 2, and I have a lot of great memories of that. I had a friend growing up in middle school, and we really loved Mortal Kombat. We loved it so much that he actually got his mom to get us out of school early one day. I was actually going to go spend the night at his house anyways, but he got her to let us out a little bit early, and she dropped us off at the arcade. I know, maybe not the greatest parenting, but you know what? It was a great memory. And we went in there. I had like $40 in quarters, and I was playing the arcade with him. He had like this, you know, move set paper with him. He had all the fatalities on it, and these other kids were trying to look, and he was trying to hide it because, you know, you don't want them to have the advantage on you when you're playing an arcade game. But man, I really loved that game. I had both the first and second game for the Super Nintendo, as well as the third one and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I didn't really get back into that series until I think Mortal Kombat Deception. And I think I've played all of them since then, except maybe like Shaolin Monks. I never really got into that game. But when I got back into gaming in 2018, I got Mortal Kombat 11. And man, I played the heck out of that game. For a short bit of time, I actually had a Twitch account, and I was streaming it on there as well. Now, I'm not claiming to be the best Mortal Kombat player ever. You got to have very nimble fingers to be good at that game. You really have to be able to pull off these string combos that it's pretty challenging. But I love the game. I'm still playing it to this day with Mortal Kombat 1. And I don't like that quite as much as 11, but I'm pretty sure they'll come out with another one in a few years or so. So if you weren't aware, I actually have a video on this channel about the Mortal Kombat series. And I go through my whole history with it. I talk a little bit about what I just mentioned earlier, plus more. So go check that out if you got some time. So, I've seen the rebooted series for Mortal Kombat. The first one was okay. You know, I didn't like how they had that guy Cole in there instead of just straight up Scorpion, you know, as a role. But I think it's going to come together in the second movie. I was hoping I would see this movie before I came here so I could report on it. But my son had to go to work early this week, so I wasn't able to see it with him. We're planning on seeing it sometime later this week. Hopefully it's going to be good. But I will say this. I cannot wait to play Mortal Kombat on the Switch. So without further ado, let's get that started. Yeah. That is a nice intro. I love it. And guys, check it out. I got the nice Pro controller for it. We're gonna have fun. Check this out. They've got every version of one. Sega Genesis, Arcade, Super Nintendo. Got all the different versions of Mortal Kombat 2, of 3, then Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Sub-Zero Mythologies. They got the Special Forces. Some of these I've just never played, you know, but Deadly Alliance. You know what? I played that one. Yeah. So let's start at the beginning. We're going to do the Super Nintendo because that's the one that I started with on console. Now guys, this is what is so revolutionary about the Switch 1, because it's not just your regular handheld. This is a whole system. You know, bring it on the go, dock it, play it on the TV. It's just perfect. Now, of course, the Nintendo Switch 2 is out now. I haven't bought that one yet, but I might get it eventually. So we're going to tee up the first game and have some fun. Yeah, baby. Fatality. Alright guys, I'm just kind of having fun with this game. I'm not taking it too serious. The controls are a little stiffer than I remembered they were, so I'm trying to pull off all the moves. Let's pull up the Sega Genesis version of Mortal Kombat and see if we can pull off some moves with another character. Alright, so we pulled up the Sega Genesis version, and you know, I didn't own a Sega Genesis growing up. One of my friends did. So I was jealous they had the blood in there and I didn't with the Super Nintendo. The Sega Genesis version was not a better graphic quality, but they had the blood. They obviously have the better music. I mean, this slaps, don't it, compared to the other one? So let's get started and see if we can pull off another fatality. Here we go, baby. Boom. Yeah, baby, spine rip. Well, that was a lot of fun. I really had to grind to get that fatality. Actually, before I started filming, the first match was actually just a practice match, and I actually pulled it off, and then I just could not pull it off until like I almost reached the mirror match. And I had to do that pit fatality when we got to the pit. So now, guys, I'm going to enjoy this by myself for just a little longer, and I think I'm going to get some dinner going after that. Bring you back. All right, friends, the cooking is done. Now what we have to eat is steak, corn on the cob, and snaps. This is the great American Southern cooking dish right here. Love it. I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'll bring you guys back a little bit later. This wasn't here before. Look at that. That's my favorite character right there on the screen. So earlier I got a message from Ian, the host, and he said, come back to the Stargazer Tiny Cabin. I'll throw in my Mortal Kombat Arcade box here. Now, this is going to be an upgrade coming to this particular site. He wanted me to show you guys, and while I'm here, I might as well play a couple rounds. I did tell you we were going to play Mortal Kombat 2, so let's do it. Check this out, guys. This thing has everything. Mortal Kombat 1, 2, Ultimate 3, Tubin, Gauntlet, Wizard of War, Joust, Rampage, Root Beer Tapper, Defender, Bubbles, Paperboy? What? That's crazy. Wow. Paperboy? That would be hard to play on arcade. But I told you guys we were going to do Mortal Kombat 2, so let's get started. Alright, let's get it going. Katana. This was so awesome in the arcades. Yeah. Oh. Oh man. Jeez. Oh. Dang. I heard there was some type of thing where if you held down the joysticks that they would fall out too. Oh! Trying to do that fatality. Whew. Yeah! Finally did it! I better have caught that on tape. Oh, oh my goodness. Dang, you ripped my arms off. Alright guys, I'm having a lot of fun with this. Let's try Mortal Kombat 3, a few rounds of that, and then we're going to go back to the trilogy campsite. Alright guys, we're going to try Mortal Kombat 3. Fight. Gonna go with Striker. We'll just do that one. Dang. Woo. All right, that was a ton of fun. I definitely started sweating, man, you know, grinding in this game. Couldn't get a fatality on Mortal Kombat 3, unfortunately, but I got one on all the other games. So it's getting a little dark. Let's go back to the trilogy campsite. I think it's time for a campfire. Guys, breakfast is over. I killed it, and it was delicious. Thank you for joining me today on this Video Game Bits Outdoor Edition. You know, you can play games anywhere, not just indoors, but still don't forget to touch grass. If you like this type of content, please subscribe, please give me a like. And remember this, always keep a full loadout and never be afraid to be a rogue faction in a game full of NPCs.